Alrighty. And there we go, recording underway. So as said earlier, this will have to be a shorter than usual session simply because I have to go between 5 and 6, not after it.
I can't
Oh,
believe we accidentally killed young Santa Claus.
nope, I'm gonna need you to follow up on that one with me. Say what?
Hey, Lockhart looks like young Santa Claus.
Ah, gotcha. Alrighty. So, Lindahl, the oh no, wait, the body of Havelock Hart got sent for judgment back home, so to speak, for for interrogation, thanks to the efforts of the Silver Inquisitor, the gigantic fuck-off golem, who currently has Lindahl and the unconscious, at last check, body of the Golden Inquisitor inside his chest plate, along with whatever other bodies he hasn't remembered to take out. Either that or those bodies are just what he stuffs his legs with so that he can put people in the chest cavity.
Yum.
We've accepted this as part of just what he is and try not to comment or think about it or do anything about it.
And the...
Not because we can't kill him, but because he's apparently important enough to have a position in life, so you know.
And the Silver Inquisitor has said that, yep, I'm taking these lot back to headquarters in order to get them properly interrogated. Business as usual for him.
And we're following because, well...
Yes. You're several minutes behind, but you expected to be able to follow the trail of ruin that this clumsy golem seems to leave in his wake. With that said, change the... There. Oh, 1 second. Screen mode. There we go. All right, map visible. And, yes, you guys reach the surface, and you can see that, well, because the portcullis gate out of the Red Armory is tall enough to make clearance for him, there's not much ruin, but there are a lot of very confused guards around, and some of them who are already headed your way, Garazin, Shinilar, and Fulton, and he looks like he has some serious questions. He also has a sword drawn.
I just point to Fulton for him to explain and keep following that golem.
I should remind Garazin that at the moment Fulton has an int of 4.
I know, it'll take him a while to figure out what he's trying to say.
Of course.
The longer the delay, the better chance we can keep up. What the name of God would I say? At least you're dressed like a paladin, so they might vaguely believe your mumblings about scary golem man. I'm gonna say... I'll say something along the lines of, well, we need to make sure the Silver Inquisitor doesn't, like, punch all the holes in the wall, and he's gonna be like, you summoned him or invented him, you piece of crap. Then, like, string me up or something.
Just filling in all the dialogue for everyone today, are you?
Yes, because I know how this goes. I am my mother raised no fool dwarf. I know what you're going to do.
Big silver man, breakthrough wall. Grr.
See?
So, you were going to point at Fulton and what, you headed out the gate to catch up the tail, or?
Yeah, I'm catching. I need to keep that golem within, like, vision range. It's got our wizard inside of it.
Shinilar, Garazin starts hoofing it for the gate. Whom do you stick with?
Damn it, Garazin. Okay. I guess I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
stick with Fulton because Fulton needs to have someone watching him.
This is also true.
Are you sure it's not because Garazan's such a racist and you hope he gets shot?
Or
No
trot on?
comment.
No comment is probably safest.
Still stand by Kelgar Iron Fist on this topic.
All right. Let's see here. I should do this first. Garazin, you reach the street. You look left and right, and you can see headed straight towards the exit gate of the city. There is a trail of people who are still, at the sides of the road, having rapidly spread out of the way, and a couple crushed carts.
I'm going to use, since I can still fly for a bit longer, I'm going to click my heels and start using what remains of my haste. I believe I should have 5 rounds if in combat. How long did the combat with the Golden
That was
Inquisitor
6
last? It was
rounds.
like,
I don't
yeah,
think you
6,
used haste for all of it, though.
Yeah, well, I didn't use it for the first round, I believe, so that's why I said 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so 5 rounds of haste left. I'm going to use those plus my fly speed to just woof as fast as I can.
Right. Which source of fly was this?
So my armor, it's just 10 minutes lasting, just because it's just at least it might last longer because it's the spell attached to it might be slightly stronger, but even then I'm going to run out of haste, so
Yeah, but is it fly or overland flight? Because they have
fly.
different
The
speeds.
spell fly. So 30 feet, which is still faster than my walking.
Okay.
It's just I don't have to like go over a cart and just be.
Yep.
Yeah, the different fly spells actually have different speeds, so it's important.
Overland flight actually does ramp you up to high speed if you want it to.
Mine doesn't. It's just normal everyday fly.
Righto. Okay. You are headed towards there. Meanwhile, in the courtyard, the guard
At
captain.
high speed, just me.
The guard captain walks up to you. You lot.
I'm in the air.
Don't
How's he doing this? I'm kidding. I know what you mean.
I don't recognize you. What happened down there? Shinolar feels free to speak for the both of them.
I think I
Well-
can do a Fulton impression right now.
Stop drooling.
Silverman break red armory. Duh.
Great, thank you.
Yes. Record this forever. Make him watch it.
Sorry, go ahead.
That makes it very difficult, thanks.
I apologize for nothing.
Go on.
There was a bit of a disagreement between the two Inquisitors. It's being sorted out in that direction. And she'll just point at the rubble line.
Disagreement between the Inquisitors. But any idea what's going on?
Still trying to piece that together. I hope the Silver Inquisitor will be more informative once he gets to his location.
He looks the both of you up and down. Looks at the holy sigil on Fulton's chest plate. Looks like he's having a bit of internal debate, and says, "All right, you're after them already. I presume you're going to stay that way. I should certainly hope that if you have if you have any self-interest, you'll bring back news of what's going on, because the city just doesn't live without those people trying to keep our walls safe."
Yes,
Meanwhile, the Silver Inquisitor's literally breaking one of the walls.
There's an obstruction in my way. Perfect shaped hole.
As soon as everything makes sense, we will let you know.
Good. um, if you have any way of sending up signal flares or anything, do so. I'll be sending some men after you.
Very well, I will.
Good. Off with you then. Looks like your dwarf has the better lead on you.
For now.
And he goes back to the business of sorting out the chaos here.
On the plus side, she cast Overland Flight on them, at least. So. At least on herself. I actually don't know Falcon's speed.
His normal
He has
movement
like
speed?
huge angel wings or something. He can at least move as fast as I do. I remember that. He's 60 feet. He's using greater angelic aspect, if that helps.
Oh, right. How long does that last?
We established it lasts like 10 minutes or something, so that wasn't the issue. It was just, I don't know how fast he goes.
I think though he doesn't have great maneuverability from earlier examples.
There we go. Minute per level. So he's still got at least 10 minutes of that if you're not giving him any other source of flight. You say you put overland flight on the two of you?
On myself.
Like I said,
I'm not
he can
sure I
just
covered
fly
him,
normal.
but now that we're that far behind, I might need to change that.
Right.
Depending on his speed.
He has a fly speed of 60 feet.
So at a full run, he can go 300 feet. Remember, you can take a full run when you're flying. It follows the same rules, so Constitution checks and crap.
And maneuverability plummets through the floor. Yep.
But in the open air, that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, you two lift up your heels and take off. It is fairly easy to tell from the pattern of chaos and people in the streets below what direction the Silver Inquisitor went. He's headed off this way, and you guys reach the actual east gate about the same time you see Garazan reach it as well. And there is a dust cloud in the distance.
Excuse me, you got any way to go faster? Because I think that golem's got some speed.
So, how far is it the dust cloud look?
Looks like it's got about a mile's lead on you.
Keeping in mind, he was never really out of my vague vision / sprint range for longer than like a minute. Not even a minute, like 3 rounds as he was digging. And then,
I think he's accelerated.
that's my point. Yeah, I think he's going really fast suddenly.
But you guys are a couple minutes behind him. You first had to dispel the being a rust monster off of Fulton.
That was fun. No, he was a rust overlord. Thank you very much. Now then.
Yep.
You got any magic to help us keep up, or should we just keep going?
Well, if you can get overland flight onto your two companions, the three of you think you can keep up.
Except it's a personal range spell.
Hold my hand and go really fast.
Carrying capacity.
I weigh nothing. I fly.
Yes, I know that you're going to start laughing at that point. Let's see.
Yeah, not for her. No.
Isn't there? Oh, probably not on the summoner list if overland flight is 4th level. Some kind of communal overland flight. I forget what it's called. Or windwalk or something.
It's called be a wizard or a cleric.
I'm checking Fulton's prepared list.
Oh, if you have windwalk is on the cleric list, so you might have that.
Yes. Spell manager. Nope, he was loaded for fighting bears today.
Only bear fighting. You think flying would help bear fighting?
He's got communal endure elements, but
That's a high level. I guess we're just gonna have to speed this the old-fashioned way, which is go while we can, and when it wears off, start over. And just hope he continues to have a gigantic dust cloud when he goes, because I got nothing. I have a horse. I can go get
the
my horse.
only other option I really got is doing hops of greater teleport, trying to catch up. Discern location. It's expensive.
Well, if he starts getting way too far away, we'll do it.
Oh, if you have greater teleport, you can just have. Do you have a discern location available?
I think we do, because I remember you casting that. Like, if we can get it ready.
I actually have all my 6th level spells available, so I can do it 4 times.
Well, if you have discern location and greater teleport, just
Golem.
discern my location and greater teleport there.
You're inside a shield of anti-golem. Anti-magic golem, sorry.
The golem's not anti-magic. He's immune to spells. That's a different thing.
yes.
I don't know how to... So I can discern the location of a golem if I'm discerning the location of a pendant inside the golem?
Well, yes.
It seems weird.
Also, I'm pretty sure that spells like discern location.
Discern location doesn't allow spell resistance, so it works on the golem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Okay, so we should be good. We'll try and keep up the mundane way, but if we need to, like, do teleport hops, we can.
Yeah, if worst comes to if worst comes to worst, you can just try to keep it in your vision, and then wait till the dust cloud stops, and then greater teleport to where I am. So
I have a really awesome stone horse, but God, of course I gotta fucking chase after this thing by walking.
You could go back for that horse. It's at the stable, like 200 meters from where you are.
Oh. Wait, the stable's here?
Yeah, you guys entered the city at this gate. The stable is right there.
I still have
I
to
leap
go
in the
back.
stable and come out riding my horse. Made of stone. Like a prepper dwarf.
I still have to go back there and complain about them losing my horse just to be a dick.
I haven't lost mine because it's a statue. It goes nowhere. I ride my mighty steed, and it's a courser, so it's fast as hell, and doesn't need to stop for anyone. This actually is a very fast mount because it's a courser, and it doesn't ever get tired, so I can just full sprint everywhere.
Perfect. Quote me its movement speed.
60 foot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Full sprint, all the time.
mine was a summoned mount. It disappeared after a day, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you're
back
being
and
a
complain
dick.
and cause them trouble.
Horses don't just disappear. He's a wizard, of course they do.
Is there any chance that Fulton can join you on the saddle of that horse?
Oh yeah, totally. It only comes in one size, which is 4 people's. So he could totally, if Legolas and Gimli can ride on the same horse, he can fit. And the horse can, again, go maximum encumbrance and just go full speed. It doesn't care. It's a statue.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty then. So, let's see here. Shinolar's overland flight is going to last hours and hours, and you two can get mounted up and take pursuit.
Hi-ho, limestone, away! And off we go.
So, something I should point out before you go charging out the east gate is that I said that dust cloud was about a mile away, right?
Yeah.
It's about a quarter mile from the gate to the Ongi River.
Stone can swim. Hi-ho, silver. Hey, I got a Pearl of Sirens. I'll be fine. I got a Pearl of Sirens, a magically enchanted sealed container for my black powder that's immune to water. I can just ride this thing across the bottom of a river. Dead serious. So I'm gonna do that. If Felton complains, You, sir, are not ready for the world.
Is drowning complaining?
I don't know. Usually, at this level,
This-
yeah.
This river is pretty wide. Can he hold his breath that long?
I'll pass in the pearl, and we'll just pass it between every time we need a breath.
Oh, you're not going to share your breath romantically?
Never.
Oh boy.
My beard will consume him.
That does seem more their speed. We all know how much dwarves and orcs love each other.
Right, so High Hill Limestone, and if necessary, I'll pass it by, I guess he could just hold the Pearl of Sirens with me, I don't know.
Sirens, yep.
Holding hands.
All right, could you-
romantic.
And somehow in 2 years' time we have a half dwarf quarter orc baby.
Could you please, as a means of purging that mental image, provide me a swim check for your horse?
It's not trying to swim. It's just
Even
allowing.
going on the bottom, it needs to fight the current. The Ongi River is pretty strong.
So that would just be... Actually, you know what? I need to double check this, because it actually might have a swim skill, as weird as that sounds. It is based on a horse.
Yep. If not, it's just a strength check.
Yeah.
Thanks to the fact that humans can breed with anything, you can get a whole bunch of quarterling babies that are weird.
Alright, no, it's just has strength. Okay. So... There's your swim check.
Okay, and give me a second.
Christ.
Alright, your horse is a quite strong swimmer. Either that or it just found a nice slow current patch in the river. And you managed to ford the river, so to speak. Just diving right into it and coming out the far side unscathed. It's more of a Rob ford the river.
Yeah.
And you set off in pursuit of
And
Lindal and his
this, children, is why you
chariot.
prepare for long journeys, assuming you don't have teleport. Like you just automatically assume your character will not have access to teleport unless you are the wizard.
But I do have teleport.
Me
I know,
too.
you're the wizard. That's why
I'm
you
not
don't have
even
any
a
other
wizard.
feelings of transportation. I do. I have a horse made of stone.
I also
Yeah,
have
that's why you travel on a horse made of stone and not on a rod of teleportation.
Yep.
Either way, let's check in the world map here. How far do you guys have to go? So you guys are not able to catch up with the Silver Inquisitor.
I didn't think we'd be able to. We have to go through a freaking river.
Let's see here.
I'm hoping we can at least keep pace, because much like him, he doesn't have to stop for anything. Neither does this horse. Kind of banking on that.
Mm-hmm. And just remind myself what time of year is it. Is June, so it's nice and warm out. You know, it's a bit cold this close to the mountains, but for the region, it's nice and warm out. You know, 8 Celsius. Okay, and it will take you guys actually quite late into the afternoon. You notice the dust cloud up ahead start to get thinner and then disappear entirely. And after another 15 or so minutes of travel, you notice some city walls start to hove into view over the rolling plains.
Are there smoke clouds coming from that? A la the Silver Inquisitor has arrived, making holes and everything.
No, it's more likely he's just now not on loose soil anymore.
Alright. I like to look up at she. Oh wait, you want to teleport us just straight to the golem, or you want to go through the front gate? Because going through the front might delay us, and we don't know if he's actually stopping you.
We don't know where that golem is. If we randomly appear in a group of armed guards, it could end poorly.
Alright, if you don't want to risk it, we'll go through the front gate. That means a delay.
Nice notable service on that city.
It's the same as freaking Haragath and pretty much every single other place. Intrigue.
I am guessing, Chris, that you hadn't noticed the
Nope.
notable services on Aragath. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I noticed before. I
Not
noticed that you put it on.
other Chris. Other Chris.
Oh.
I'll just need to
The
change
one-
my name eventually.
The one who guffawed.
What's your full name, Christopher?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, we had the same full name. Well, that isn't going to work. Some people
That
go
tends
by
to be
Chris.
how that name works.
Well, no, I know a Christian. And shorthand of that is still Chris.
We will call one of you Chris and one of you Christoph.
Nope.
Anyways, Shinalar, are you just in this following pursuit? Are you just floating along placidly near your companions, or doing any higher altitude scanabouts or scouting or anything?
How many towers they have? And are they pointed at us?
I mean, I don't think she's going to try to fly over into the city. Not without knowing what it is like.
Mm-hmm.
On the route, she would probably have scouted a little bit, but not gone too far.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you're going to get ahead of your companions at all, or get some altitude to check out this city without going actually over its walls or anything.
Yeah, altitude would be good for that. Yeah.
Alrighty. As you get into the last mile of approach, you begin to get the impression that something's not all great about this city. You guys have
Oh,
wandered
lovely.
a lot closer to the Scarred Neck in these last 40, 50 miles.
Mm.
And Shinalar, because of your altitude, you are the first to realize that you're only seeing the walls because there are not many buildings standing. And the roads look unused, and you suddenly realize that you have seen no farms. Not very thin farms, not abandoned farms, but no farms. And that city looks like it has been rendered to ruins, except for the walls, which still stand.
Well, that'll be one creepy report to return to.
Well, that means there'll be no guards at the front, like as not, so the Silver Inquisitor's most likely just passing through, or they've got a secret base in here. Either way.
Or there could be more golems inside.
A secret conclave of golems.
Worst case scenario.
The city of intelligent golems?
Meanwhile, Lindahl, in your shaking, rattling enclosure inside the golem's chest, it has just been shaking and rattling and been generally uncomfortable for a couple hours.
This is the third worst golem I've ever ridden in.
When you become distinctly aware that the footfalls of the golem are no longer on soft ground, but are definitely on stone or flagstones or cobblestone or something. It's definitely going over hard ground now. And he's starting to make very hard turns more often.
Well, we must have gotten somewhere. I wish he wasn't immune to magic, because then I would... Wait a minute. Ha! Prestidigitation does not allow a spell resistance. I'm going to make a window in him.
Okay, let's see here. You want to make an illusory window.
No, I'm just going to change his color to transparent in about a 1 foot box.
Hmm. Um. I'm actually afraid I'm going to say that's not going to work. If you have any kind of divination, you might be able to use that to peer about, but you're not going to be able to make him transparent. You could change him to be green.
You can make him. You can do the extremely unwise decision of knocking on his plate and asking him, "Hey, where are we?" It's extremely unwise, but that's an example of an option.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait till we get where we're going then.
Okay. Let's see. He takes a couple more hard turns, and then suddenly his pace rapidly slows to something that feels more like walking pace. You hear his footsteps start to echo around some sort of enclosure around you, maybe a courtyard, maybe just a small ring of buildings, maybe indoors. And then he just comes to a slow, gradual halt. And just stands there, perfectly still for over a minute.
Sigh.
Just sitting tight for the moment.
Yep.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, outside the city,
I'm having an adventure on my horse, and I'm happy about that.
you guys are,
Never get to use this thing.
I'm presuming you're not turning back, so
No. We need our wizard.
Yeah, this
If
place
just
is
for
too
the
scary.
paperwork.
Let's just leave.
you reach the city walls. You'll have to circumnavigate a bit to find an entrance. You couldn't
There's not
see
just a
one
perfectly
easily.
golem-shaped hole in the wall.
There is not.
That is weird. All right.
You could have arrived at a different patch of wall than he did.
Yes, right, maybe. Even then, we'd see it though from like a great distance. It sounds like
Actually,
a
it's a
small
decent
golem.
question. If I go up, do I see any rubble? Like,
Hmm?
has he run anything that looks freshly disturbed and run through?
Fly up looking where?
Well, I mean
At
by
city,
rising
like
up and
she's
looking around a little. Without the guards, there's less.
danger of being shot. Yes.
Yeah.
So you approach the walls tentatively and want to fly up to the tops of them?
Well, she's flying over the walls regardless. We have to find an entrance.
But I'm gonna try it and let's see if anything bad happens.
All right. You fly up to the walls and start looking around at the top of them, and this place looks abandoned, like completely abandoned, and for good reason. although the walls still seem to be in good repair, the buildings within the city are like places where you would have expect to see smaller buildings. It's just completely flattened spreads of broken lumber. Stone buildings are all in bad shape, decay, rubble. Most of them still have most of their, general shape up, but they're missing whole walls and they don't have ceilings. And this city's only a little bit smaller than Harrogate, so it's almost a mile to the far side, and it's all devastation inside.
Just one of the many casualties of the Skagneck.
I just assume it's from having the Silver Inquisitor exist here.
That actually could be part of the problem.
He has
Yes.
run so many laps of the city. No.
And
However,
after the first
you can see
month of
you
his
can see
existence, you'd
proper
leave.
you can see proper entrances at the checking here. You can see proper entrances at the north and south edges of the city. You guys are currently at the southwestish edge. So there is a entrance gate about quarter mile to the southeast.
Well, it's time to fly back to them and direct them.
Yay, direction.
Just go snip the party indicator token from the world map. The actual measuring tool scale actually isn't correct on this map, but that shouldn't pose us a problem.
You are a pervert, sir. How dare you make your map a picture of people doing such things?
It's not a Rorschach test. A map. Very different things.
Yeah, that's a map. It just looks weird at distance. Okay, there's us. So we can just go south and follow it then. And just, I don't know, he's not giving away his position, so at this point we honestly should just teleport to the guy.
Yeah, it's going to take a 10-minute spell to prep to find him.
Like, we're gonna catch him in 10 minutes. He's no longer, like, crashing and smash his way through, so we can't find him mundanely. This place is huge.
Just saying, it's going to take a little time.
Okay, I'm gonna light my pipe, I'm gonna get comfortable and wait.
Are you doing that outside the city walls or inside?
Inside, there's less wind.
Alright.
Might as well be inside the damn city.
You see, that's the problem. They built the walls to protect themselves from titans. It had no effect on golems.
And as you came into the as you came in through the gate, you saw carved in the stone over the portcullis archway this nice big, perfectly untouched placard. Welcome to Rygersom.
Yeah, I feel real welcomed.
I've seen worse.
At least it didn't say Ravensholm.
Lol.
Well, if everyone's got comfortable, then yeah. Time to take a while.
Okay. Fulton tries to investigate some of the buildings near you guys while you're waiting. Not without getting out of sight, just trying to see any clues of what the hell went down here.
Gorzen doesn't need to look. He knows what happened here. Scarred Neck happened here. He's fought in wars in this place. This shit ain't uncommon.
The problem with the Scarred Neck is it's basically a wild card of what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the walls are seen more or less intact. That just means to me it wasn't a 100-foot tall half-dragon titan. It was something else. Maybe it was a plague, like a mundane plague or magical. Invasion of, like, flying werebats. It could be 1,000 things and the walls would be fine.
Oh no, the walls are not merely intact. The walls are untouched.
Okay, so the walls never involved any major fight. It was taken some other way.
So it was the
Again, like,
walls
its
that
strongest
turned on them.
feature is untouched. Means they weren't overwhelmed. They were either outsmarted or, like, taken through the obvious, hey, there's nothing in the center stopping you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I think the walls came to life and started attacking everything.
Yeah, the walls came to life. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna go with, they had a legion of golems that turned on them. Yes. And it just happened inside the city. That's why there's trouble.
Let's see here. Skill check in his stead here. Grozen, are you happy just sitting there smoking your pipe?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just making sure I have eyes on my team, but other than that,
So is it the funky weed, the diamond dust, or the normal stuff?
normal stuff. I'm on duty.
The diamond dust is for special occasions.
Yep.
Don't smoke the diamonds. We need those for resurrecting people.
I needed to resurrect my mind.
We're just feeding them all the snakes.
Oh.
I like this plan.
Shinalar, you finish the casting, and after a few moments, words form on the ground before you, reading.
All right.
Well, I guess they do, have a secret base here. Warp time. Watch us get shunted and or not be able to do it.
Ah, well, it's still worth a shot.
Yeah.
I just thought of a really evil way to fuck with people who use greater teleport.
Well, don't tell
don't-
him until we've already done our thing, then tell the GM, huh?
I'm not sure I want to give him the idea, but it's sort of brilliant.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm worried. Thanks.
Don't worry. You should always be worried.
Fair
Don't worry,
point.
you should always be worried. Lol. Logic.
I will. If there's any question, wait for Fulton to be coming back first.
Yeah, like, we want to form a circle of hands first.
Comes back, mentions, I know this. I'm not a tip-top shape, but this doesn't look very old. There's no
Forest and
overgrowth. There's no scavengers.
Nothing says it wasn't some kind of terrible plague that consumed all living life up to and including plants for couple days, could still be lingering. There could be like just flying herbivores that come in and feast. Like I said, this is the freaking Skarnek. It could be anything. It could just be dark magic keeping anything from growing.
However, the easiest explanation is that it was recent.
Don't know. We didn't encounter any large movements of refugees. No big news about some kind of large magical light. If it was recent, it was subtle as hell. Especially for taking out, like, all this. See the rubble?
Or simply no
If it
one
was recent, that
left.
rubble means something didn't. Because rubble doesn't happen overnight. Even shitty, like, human buildings don't literally fall down the day after you leave. So, unless something magic did that real subtle shit, this wasn't recent, just because of the rubble. But it wasn't so long ago that grass has grown, I'll give you that.
Maybe the city is actually a chunk of Cybertron and things can't grow there.
Lol.
Hey.
Even though it has an organic core. I'm a nerd.
That's all right. So, holding hands for transit?
Yep.
Can Gorazon hold someone else's hand?
Nope.
It's only three of you. You have to form a circle. Everyone knows you have to form a circle.
Well, it should just be like Dimension Door. He could hold Fulton's hand and Fulton could hold his hand.
It seems like a greater idea. I like it.
Okay. Shinalar.
Your mind explodes. You're warped to hell. So I'm just listing the possibilities here.
You
Your
set
turn. Oh, sorry.
You set the teleport in motion, and you feel like there's a destination you could go to, but you feel like the transit is really shaky. You
Yeah,
have a
okay.
moment to either call it off or try and focus harder on where you're going. For which I would need a kind of knowledge check in order to kind of picture where it is you're going.
Focus harder, you fool.
I would accept a history, local, or nobility.
It's too bad planes doesn't count for this plane.
Mm.
Alright, she's going to back off on this.
All right. The spell collapses. You're fairly sure that you just don't have enough information about where it is you were trying to teleport to.
Okay, so now the evil way in which you screw with somebody who uses greater teleport.
Is pretty much the only clause that allows a greater teleport to not work. Insufficient or misleading information.
Yeah, if you have dimensional anchor around an area and someone tries to greater teleport into it, they can't, so they'll teleport into the nearest space where they can. So what you do is you surround your evil layer with a moat of lava.
Yep.
And dimensional anchor the whole thing.
Fortunately, that isn't what has happened here. You think, as far as you know.
That would be evil.
We're gonna have to find this a little bit more mundanely, I think.
Skull Hat?
Yep.
She was talking to you.
Well, I'm sorry. What's wrong?
God damn it.
Sorry, I assumed you were talking magic stuff, and I tuned you out.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry. I do apologize, and I mean it. What were you saying?
I don't have good enough information to bring us there. We need to find where this is more mundanely.
When you're asking the dwarf, i.e. the mundane being, to do that. You were able to did your magic tell you where they were?
A place called the Inquisition Sanctarium.
Alright, hold on. I'll wander over to, I guess, the ruins of the building and start looking for signage in the rubble. Like, maybe there's one intact, like any kind of, this is this street. I'll roll search, so I just need to, I don't have a token, so give me a second.
Yep. Well, the main entrance here is obviously a main road. There is a stone structure that looks like it could have been
That's my search check.
a guard quarters, a guard station nearby.
We can check the guard station just because I seriously doubt any papers survive, but they might have been smart, so we'll see. So where's it pointing the guard station? Like where?
Just nearby. Doesn't matter which
Okay.
actual building on this map.
Okay, so I'll head in there. I presume everyone follows.
Let's see here. Most of the building has collapsed, but there's still bits and pieces of it. You find an open wall that leads into a not particularly dusty armory. Well, lots of spears and halberds that might be worth a whole copper piece if you put some spit and polish and a copper piece on them. Let's see here. There we go. You do find a semi-intact office where there's a broken up, spilled bookshelf, and also a big board that's been knocked over. That's got a whole bunch of pins and little sticked on pieces of felt all over it.
This would be where they normally pin up, wanted posters and the like, but that's not what we're looking for. We need to find the offices and see if we can find any more permanent information.
Like I said, this is an office.
So his idea of permanent information was I'm gonna nail it up on this here board. And maybe throw darts at it to see which one I do today.
And as I was going to say, glancing at that board, it looks to be patrol assignments.
There's still paper.
Pardon me?
There's still paper. Or parchment, or whatever it is they're using to. It's intact and legible.
Yes.
Well, that completely takes out the whole it's been a while thing. You just ball it up and throw it to space. Right, so. Okay. Patrol assignments. Let's list. I need to read the patrol assignments because then I'll list like areas, and you said Inquisitorial Sanctum, so I'm looking for that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything Inquisitorial based, except church, because
Nothing
work in churches.
Nothing explicit, but there is a district that's labeled. Oh damn! I've forgotten the word. There's a
Potato
district that is labeled.
Green.
Pious. There's the word. Hello, did that go out?
My favorite type of pious is apple.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's that area of the city is near the middle, on the opposite side of the city from the river that runs into it.
Repeat that. Sorry, I only caught like half.
The Pious district or Piety district. It's near the center, opposite side from from where the river is that runs into it.
That's how that's something.
It's just a label stuck on the map.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
it has
yeah.
a dotted line going around it.
Yeah.
So
That'll do.
this
We can head
general
there.
area.
I'll make a quick. Hold on. I actually have a thing for this. Again, mundane man has mundane solutions to problems when the magic fails. Where did I put you? There you are. Here we go. Maps. Okay, I take out my ink and ink pen, dip it in, and copy the map down.
All right.
It doesn't have to be like super fucking accurate. I just need to,
Rough
as
sketch of the major
yeah.
roads and whatnot.
Yeah, because like I said, this thing's not going to be accurate as it stands. So yeah, I'll just so I know where I'm going. I can get my bonus on it because I have a high survival skill, and then this gives me a bonus. So yeah. Right. So that. I'm not taking it with us because no, I need to know where they put the stuff. So Pious District. How long of a walk would that be? You think?
That'd be just over half a mile.
Okay, not so bad. All right. Still day out.
The sun is setting in the next hour.
All right, that's good enough. That's actually helpful because that lets me determine east without having to use my goddamn compass. Or west, sorry.
Well, by inference.
Yeah, by inference. You know what I mean. Regardless. So yeah, this will work. We can do this. Alright, so I'm going to head to Pious Street leading the way, and I will use my survival skill with the aid of my compass, map, and if necessary, star charts if, it gets dark. Start poking their heads out. I'm really good at not getting lost.
And all three of you have dark vision, so that should not pose much of a problem.
Let's see, where did I put it? Yeah, okay. Here we go.
That's a survival check.
I'm just double checking something. Yeah, it is. I just, due to my equipment, some things changed slightly. Nope, never mind, we're good. Okay, so we're good. Yep, that is correct. That is a survival check to get us there at the most expeditious way possible without getting lost or anything.
Alrighty. Lead your friends back out into the rubble-filled streets.
Yeah, I do. What's funny is I'm actually better at navigating at night. It's weird. Don't know why. Just am. Something to do with like star charts are better than maps, apparently.
You start making your way to the correct general area, and you're starting to hear lots of wildlife about in the night.
News.
Like, there's clearly somewhere way out on the plains. There's some kind of wolf out there somewhere.
You could unleash like all the flying dire wolves you want. I've got like a fucking shotgun. I'm alright.
But as far as closer to hand, you notice that there are lots of bats who have taken roost in the ruins of this
Oh
city.
yeah, this is fucking Bat Haven.
There's plenty of as twilight passes, you're noticing lots of lots of deer and whatnot, and other field and tall grass herbivores are about.
I said there was no plants.
I never said there was no plants.
No, I'm talking fall.
No, he said there was no real overgrowth.
Oh,
Everything.
overgrowth. Okay, that's different. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind.
He said not the damage here can't be more than like it's definitely newer than winter's passing.
Mm.
I didn't say it's, you know, not ancient. It's mere decades old. I meant this happened in within the year. And once you reach the right approximate area, you start just wandering back and forth on the streets, looking for your charge. Meanwhile, Lindahl.
Yes.
It has been so long since the golem simply stopped in his tracks and just stood there silently that you have begun counting your own heartbeats for entertainment.
Hey, Golem, what's going on?
He has a name. Admittedly, it's more of a title than a name, but still. Jerk.
Roll me a perception, if you please. Let's see here. You had to do some updates to your token while you were fighting in the basement, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me put that over onto loot and inventory first. We're not dazed until around 7+ anymore.
Nope, OMD's permanently.
Loot and inventory. Bolton doesn't need that halo anymore.
Thank God we have this hemp rope. I don't know what we would do without it.
Okay, there you go. So could I get a perception from you? There we go. You call out to the golem, trying to get his attention, and you hear no response, but you do hear something moving about in the room where the golem is. It definitely some sort of echo, like you're still in a courtyard or a building or something. But there's something skittering about, like you startled a wild animal or something.
Well, this is ungood. I can escape at any time. It's just I don't really want to if I don't have to.
Yep.
I guess I'll wait for a little longer.
Yeah, the only light here in his here inside the golem's chest is coming through the slit of his helmet up above you, and the Golden Inquisitor still seems to be out for the count. His wounds are probably a bit more severe than Well, actually, no. His wounds are probably as severe as you'd expect for someone who took multiple shotgun blasts to the face in the span of a second.
That's not good. Oh well, it's his problem.
So hanging tight.
Yeah, no, like I said, I can get out of here anytime I want. It's just I don't really want to piss this thing off by myself.
Okay. Let's see here. You guys wandering through the streets finally find a stretch of road that actually looks the road itself actually looks damaged, like something has been walking back and forth along it. Something very large and heavy.
Oh, I think I
Yep.
found where he likes to travel. Alright, we'll just follow that damaging then. If he's gone across it so many times, it'll be easy to follow him. I follow these tracks. These extremely obvious DC-0 tracks.
You follow them into the city, figuring that he probably came in from the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
And after a short while, find yourselves outside of a building that is still mostly intact. Although it looks like that's probably due to its strength. It is a very heavily built fortress. The kind that it's almost paradoxical how strongly built it is. It almost looks like its walls are thicker than the city's walls.
So, a golem-proof building.
I wouldn't say proof, just resistant maybe. Alright, it's got an entrance. Let's go in.
Moment, have to grab you guys off loot and inv. Oh, and Shinalar, are you currently wandering about without a Lakarak at your side?
Yeah,
I only mention because there could have been plenty of time in the last few hours for you to summon him.
yeah, I feel like with her searching about like this, she would have brought him along.
Okay.
He's quite useful for this sort of thing.
Minotaurs. I'm gonna guess that there's minotaurs in here, and I'm trying to pontificate upon what horrors we'll have to fight, and I'm thinking minotaurs. It seems about the right place, you know.
Minotaur horse?
Swarms of them?
Why do we always go to swarms? Well, no. How about just a big, scary, normal minotaur who's like, "Rawr, welcome to Stone Hell," and big axe.
Because Minotaur swarms are hilarious.
Maybe
You could have made a swarm of anything that was small and with it, like a swarm of hill giants, and the same damn thing.
maybe it's one Minotaur that's made of a swarm, and it just
Oh, for
looks like
fuck's
one.
sake.
Real
Been there.
Yeah, it's a swarm of bees painted to look like a Minotaur.
Yeah.
It's an
Sure.
impressive paint job.
No. It's a giant. It's actually a dwarf. He's just really big for a dwarf. Swinging a minotaur as his weapon.
Or a dwarf that's actually a shrunk giant.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's just keep getting stupider, shall we? It's an angel. It's an angel that lost his wings, so it just looks like an elf.
I don't know. Fulton's already kind of ahead on that curve.
Yeah, he is. He's kind
I
of got the
played-
advantage here.
One time I played a quarter drow, quarter orc, and nobody could ever figure out what the hell her race was.
It's ugly. I'd say her race is ugly. Or his, whatever.
She was not attractive, no.
There you go then. Alright, so we're here. Marching order. So could you fall? Because someone's got to move him. If you give me control, I'll start doing it.
I mean, just a second.
She was also completely insane due to a birth defect caused by being from two races that shouldn't breed together. She thought inanimate objects talked to her.
Token. Sure, he will need that at some point. There we go. Okay. You may proceed.
Neat. Come here, Fulton.
Okay.
Watch out, it's a swarm of mithril ghouls.
Wait, okay, okay, we're getting this out of the fucking way. Fulton's not dumb anymore, I have my thing back. You wanna know why? Because on the ride, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna put greater restoration on myself, because clerics know that, and I have no reason not to fucking do that.
He doesn't have it prepared.
He did on the way, I'm sick and tired of this crap.
And greater restoration doesn't work on what happened to him.
Oh, is that what the problem was? Alright. I
Yeah.
just remember him, like, saying something on the forums, and I'm just like, fine,
We
he's still a dumb.
Yeah, break enchantment is needed to get rid of what happened to him. He was
I think
he was cursed.
perma dumb at this rate. Alright, go on.
Yeah, we could have fixed it right away if greater restoration fixed it.
Anyway, there's a. It seems that the entry hole, which does have a portcullis in it, but it has been smashed down and is laying on the ground. We still have an appropriate token for that.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
And it opens into a courtyard just ahead, which seems to have some rubble in it. And you can hear things moving about and like echoing in the halls ahead. There's something moving about in here, but small stuff, animals.
Just keep moving.
You notice
my zombies.
Yes. The stone in here is actually kind of loose and torn up. Like there's not just rubble that's fallen down, but the ground is sort of pierced up in places. Like there's, I don't know, tree roots growing up through it.
Don't have time to really investigate that, otherwise I would. We need to prioritize getting our asses to the Silver Inquisitor. Unless something stops us, we're just gonna keep fucking going. Something stopped us.
Yeah, just don't get too ahead of Shinalar there, is all I'm...
Shinalar will keep up. It's not like her legs are shorter than ours.
Okay, now something's stopping you.
You know, I'm pretty sure legs are actually shorter than Fulton's, because Fulton's gigantic.
Yeah, Fulton is pretty fucking big, and he got taller recently, so maybe.
Anyways, you're just walking across the courtyard, and suddenly rocks and rubble blasts everywhere as you step over one of those broken sections that look like tree roots, as aforementioned roots burst out onto the surface and start biting.
I shoot them in the face.
I'm sure you're going to. First, you have to roll.
I rolled poopy.
How do you get the token on top of She for a Alakara? Because right now it's underneath whenever I try to stack them.
Right-click, arrange, bring to front. I just have.
Okay, there you go. I was just going to say send to back for She, then move it.
And now I can't move it.
Lol.
Oh, right, because we're now in initiative and Alakarak is his own character. Okay,
I mean,
try
during
now.
combat, he's just going to be on inside of her robes and stuff, but
Yep.
You know, I rolled a 1. That's the only reason you beat me with your stupid 3.
It happens.
it's okay. No,
Just
no,
roll Fultons for me.
it's all right that you're slow.
I will punch you right in the dick. Or lack of dick, whatever. I am like at the perfect height to do that. Do not mock the man who is short. Yeah, I don't know if I can roll Fulton. Hold on.
You have ownership, so you
Oh, yeah,
should
there
be
it
able
is.
to use the init token. Macro, pardon. Wow, even Fulton rolls better than the Blarg Vines.
I matched the blog lines, and my freaking my bonus is higher.
Larg.
Arg.
All right.
Well, the blog lines are only everyone like rolled like 1s and 3s and 4s. Like, what do you expect?
Yep. Anyways, they get first because this is a surprise round, but
They do get
you
the
guys,
surprise round.
they get to, you guys get to act before them in the next one. All right, where did that go?
You know, they probably can't move. We can probably just leave.
Yeah, I thought the surprise round was blog were out of the ground.
No, it's an attack.
Ah, okay. So they're not actually moving; they're just emerging and attacking.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably can't move. You can probably just leave.
Probably gonna just leave. Yeah. I might shoot them just because fuck that noise, but otherwise.
That's what I get for not fully testing these macros before using them.
Yeah, leaving would be good. I've only actually got 2 summons left for the day.
Stupid macro, instead of attacking, this thing just made me a sandwich.
There we go. All right, Garazan, this is on you. And it
Okay.
didn't work. Why didn't it work?
Because I'm invincible and immortal and eternal. And really handsome.
It's a BAB. It has a. What's it missing?
String score, BAB. Yeah, that's about all you need to attack. You need flail and stuff. Yeah, damage dice.
Enchantment
Plus
bonus.
damage.
Syntax is all right. Yeah, screw it. D20 plus. What is it here?
Number.
72.
90 million.
That sounds like a good number.
T20 plus 90 million. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Too bad I have 90 million and 25 AC.
Wow. That did jack up shite even with my flat-footed. It does nothing. I laugh
Yep.
at it.
Yep, so it does. Shenalar, these ones are at you.
Rude. Yeah, those,
Yeah, your AC
yeah.
is not our AC.
That's against a 26.
All right, in that case, here come both of those hit.
How shadowed is the area?
Yes.
Though I guess I didn't have time, so yeah, never mind. Yeah, they're both gonna hit.
Okay, and it is dark here.
Dark vision, dark vision, dark
Between-
vision. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
That's more for the concealment bonus I get when I want.
Yep. Yeah, the sun has now set, and you're kind of in the shade of this courtyard.
Neat.
Oh, and I suppose, let's see here. It's after the new moon, but it
I'm
is...
not a werewolf, what do we care?
It matters, because if it's a clear night, then it could still be reasonably bright out. You know, for night.
Okay. Have you
And
ever
also
been in
because
like,
I'm a
the
werewolf.
wild?
It is
like,
overcast.
Yeah, there's that. I was just like, have you ever been a place where, yeah, the stars are like shining, the moon is full, but there's no like human pollution line. A place like that, dark as fuck.
No,
If the clouds are clear and the moon and the stars are out, it's more than enough to see by.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
terrible
it's-
dark vision.
yeah, it's pretty bright. I have been in places like that.
I lived in places like that half my life.
I mean, you have to just let your eyes
Oh,
adjust,
well, if you've
and then
lived
you're
there
fine.
half your life, then you guys, of course, have adjusted and shit. Me, it's dark as frickin'. And not like I didn't let myself adjust. I did. I can't see. Period.
You are from California.
Yeah, we're used to having things very bright.
Yeah, city everywhere.
That, and I don't exactly have great eyes to begin with, so probably no
Mhm.
win.
All right. Anyways, damage. Let's see here. Both of those hit. So
She is torn in half and devoured, just in front of us.
Yeah, it looks like I do have to actually activate the action with activate the concealment with a free action. So they caught me.
okay.
Stone
In
poison.
yeah, these things that you feel like some burning sensation rapidly take effect where these things got a good bite in on your shoulder, and you are nauseated for 1 round. You can take a move action per turn, but you're not able to cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention.
All right.
You should use your move action to vomit.
Fulton.
Only if I can aim it at Garazim.
I have a gun, right? Like, I just have that.
Yes, I know, you have a gun.
I know, I'm just reminding Chi I have a gun, and like people seem to think I don't use it or something. Like, hey, let's insult
Oh, trust
the
me,
dwarf.
I know you use it. The guards know you use it.
Good. Drill it into your head. And do you want me to command Fulton, or like he's just
We
gonna
should
hit stuff?
probably remove
I
good
got him.
from his character sheet because he's neutral at best. Threatening to blow people's brains out for vomiting on you when they can't help it is
No,
Sort of not
deliberately
good.
aiming it at me. That's different. Besides, we both know that's out of character. If you had actually vomited on him, he'd assume you can't help it and not, like, you wouldn't assume you're being a dick. I know you're being a dick because it's out of character.
And he doesn't have a... No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, check.
Can he crit on these things?
Check. Yep. They're plants, not golems.
Well, we don't know.
Well, they're vines that burst out of the ground, and they look like plants.
so
You ever
obviously
hear
they're
of
golems.
That's what I think of for Golem.
Wood golems exist.
Just like a guy who walks
strawman
around.
golems exist. Flesh golems exist. Those are authentically organic, but there you go.
Mhm.
Just like have somebody who walks around in the day and sparkles is obviously a vampire.
Yes, very
Obviously.
clearly.
All right, so he scores a couple of very nice hits on that one. Bring it with sweet Jesus, 88 slashing damage. That was
He
a
hits
good roll.
hard.
Oh, that damn Falcata has a ×3, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's why he's using it. Why do you think
Yeah.
he's using a Falcata of all fucking weapons?
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
fun telling Ian that his best rolls lately have been when he hasn't been here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out you're pretty amazing when you're not playing.
All right, he carves a huge chunk out of that biting vine's hide, so to speak. Shinalar.
Time for some woozy retreat.
And they don't have legs. They probably can't follow you.
Although
You
you
say
are
before they erupt out of the ground with like human legs.
you are in both of theirs reach at the moment.
Yeah. I think honestly the best I can do is just take a 5 here. And
Mhm.
Do that free action and hide thing you can do.
If they have a 10-foot reach, you're still within one of their reaches.
yeah, but I don't want to get 3 attacks by both of them trying to get out otherwise.
You do the withdraw action.
That's a follow round action.
Alright, she's limited. Never mind.
Yeah,
And it
nausea
only
doesn't
works-
mess with free actions, does it?
No.
And it does if they're casting a spell, but otherwise no.
This is supernatural, so she's going to do her little shadow meld.
Yep, you can do that.
Alright, cool. And that's her turn.
Alright, grants you concealment, you said?
Yeah, 20%.
Okay.
Yeah, withdraw actions wouldn't stop the AOs anyway, since it only works for the first square, and she'd have to pass through 2 other squares.
Mm-hmm. Bombard.
Even the only time they can ever hit me is a natural 20. These things are of no danger to me, but they are a danger to she. So I'm gonna shoot this one out of existence, and it can just kind of deal with that. Bang, 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 bang. That one.
Righto.
So it's 5 shots.
And are you doing your focus fire thing?
It costs me nothing to do it, so yes, always. So it's like my favorite grit thing. It's like I'm always gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So the plant explodes. No, and I know I didn't do that much damage.
All right. You get the impression that a lot of that hail of bullets and fragments that not that it, plenty of it is biting into this thing, but an awful lot is just flying in between its wildly flailing arms. Oh, hold up.
Hmm.
It was. Oh, pardon me. I left the HP field blank on that one. 1 second.
It exploded and had no health.
Okay,
victory
try
for
that
me.
again. There we go.
So it's just flailing. Okay.
It's really hard. It's really hard to hit with projectile weapons because
No,
its
it's not.
vines
It's a
are
cone. It hits.
it's still a projectile weapon.
Same way that a flaming, like, burning hand spell is.
It has the same
Yeah,
protection against
blah,
cones.
blah, blah. What does that makes? Oh, wait, no it doesn't. Hold on. I'm remembering something. Is that protection coming from a concealment or cover mechanic? Or is it
It
just...
is not.
Okay, that's all. Right.
Okay.
That's the one thing I can ignore. So anyway.
Yep.
I'll still kill it. He only hit me on 20 sometime.
Yep.
Just sit here, shooting bullets.
These two are at you, Bombard. Oh, for Christ's sake!
Just D20 it, because you can only hit me on 20. I mathed it. You only can't. Nothing.
Scratches futilely at your armor.
I am a dwarf with armor. There's nothing you can do.
How many channel uses did... Fulton was getting a little low. I don't want to use one for him in order to put up his Vindicator shield.
He's actually surprisingly reliant on a number of active effects to be at full AC, let's call it.
Yeah, I
he
know. 9
honestly
of it comes
probably
from his
would.
shield.
Yeah, you probably would put it up because 9 of that he needs it, because without it, his AC is not enough to do what he does. Does that make sense? And it costs him only 1, and he has other ways to heal us.
He's only got 2 more today.
He has other ways to heal us, like spells. He can just spontaneously cure, right? He's a cleric.
It's more probably about whether he'll need it
I
later.
mean, yeah, it's not efficient, but, well, if he doesn't have the AC, that +9, his combat ability kind of drops.
Hold on, how much of an action is putting up Vindicator shield?
So he can do it on the ride. The shield Vindicator thing lasts until you're hit, so he could totally have just done it on the ride here. And he probably would, to be honest. That's his thing. Then he'd still have 1 left over for emergency healing.
Yeah, we'll put that up, because... Alright, so that brings his AC up to the 49 that it normally expects to be. And this thing tries to bite and slash at him, and now it's in the same situation as with Bombard. Lindahl.
Yes.
You're chilling out, contemplating getting some sleep, torturing someone to death, whatever happens first.
I can do 2 things.
When suddenly you're startled by the sound of gunfire not too far away.
Can I estimate about how far away it is?
Not without knowing more about your surroundings.
Well, that's ungood.
Like, depending what's between you and the gunfire, it could be 100 meters, it could be a half mile.
Just a sec. Just checking the range on something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goody, it's close range. And the golem doesn't actually block my spells. So, in what's probably the most ridiculous use of a 1st level spell ever, I'm going to use to cast Mount. I'm going to summon a mount. I'm going to summon a war pony in my colors outside of the golem and have it run towards the gunfire, because there's only one dude I know who uses a gun.
Okay.
It can bring them back to me.
Okay.
What's that, lassie? Lindahl somewhere nearby?
I'm just waiting for there to be the sound of like gnarling teeth and a whinny.
Let's see here.
Go war pony. It's actually a normal pony, but whatever. It's not going to make a mechanical difference.
Just name it War.
Well, war ponies are just trained.
All right. You hear an excited whinny just outside. Ooh, actually, I need to roll in what direction you have it appear, because that will be important.
And then the golem starts smashing it.
Golem hate pony.
Go smash, pony.
Friendship is magic, complete lie.
Friendship is magic. Magic is heresy.
Heresy.
You hear the excited whinny of a summoned horse imploding into existence. A couple uncertain steps on cobblestones, and then a very panicked sound from the horse, followed by something going, "Ooh, a gift," and then the crunching of bones.
Alright, stay inside the fucking thing.
I predicted.
Okay, what direction did I summon the pony in?
The one you're not going in.
It was. You don't really have any bearing of what's going on outside, so
Well,
it was.
I'm just in relation to the front, back, and
It
sides
was-
of the golem.
It was in front of the golem.
Knew I should have summoned it behind the golem. Well, I still have moves and swift if I'm in combat initiative. So I know I want to get behind the golem. So I think I'm going to get out of here and hope it doesn't notice that I left it and pisses it off.
Okay.
45 feet behind the golem.
All right. Let's see here. And if you occlude matter, it's same as a dimension door. You get shunted.
Yeah, it works as dimension door. Yeah.
Okay, the shunt is D6 and within 100. Take yourself a piddly 5 damage.
Well, at least I'm not in a golem about to be eaten by something then.
5 damage. There we go. And
No, you're outside a golem ready to be eaten by something.
Lol.
Yes, but now I can see what it is and can run better. And
Tor
there's a
can
golem
see
between me
you
and
and
it.
chase better.
I want a Scooby-Doo escape scene.
Me too.
Why do these doors not connect to the other ends of the doors and instead connect to other doors?
Because this is the hallway of doors. Are you not familiar with D&D or something?
Or the Matrix. Everything keeps coming back around to the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
just need to prepare something here.
Yeah, someone I worked with yesterday was all paranoid about stuff people can, like, you wouldn't believe the crap people can do to you through hacking. I'm like, and they're going on and on. I'm like, you can't do most of this stuff. Did you watch Hackers recently or something? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, did you watch The Matrix? No. You watched The Net, didn't you? Yes, how did you know? Because that shit wasn't even accurate at the time. It's definitely not accurate now.
I want to hack the Gibson.
There's lots of bad shit you can do through hacking. None of the shit in the net is any of it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Lindahl, do you currently have your dark vision running?
I should still. It's 2 hours per level, isn't it?
Yes.
Or hour per level or something like that.
Okay. You appear in a room filled with a completely indescribable stench. Actually, no, it would be indescribable to anyone else. It might be Tuesday for Lindahl. Oh, I need to re-enable your vision. That's why you're not seeing anything here. There we go. You appear in a room where it appears that someone has been carefully stockpiling dead bodies and torn apart bodies and desiccated bodies and skinned bodies, and been carefully sorting them to those still with clothing and those without even skin to speak of.
Oh, great. Now somebody's stealing my shtick. I'm pissed off now.
The room is filled with bodies, and there is a single wooden door leading out of it. And let's put you formally into initiative here.
This actually seems like a good place to hide out. I will roll my initiative manually then.
Oh, you're at the point I just put you.
Oh, okay.
And I just noticed that the vines actually got auto-sorted above Garazin just now because I forgot to put the leading 0 in front. There we go. Alright, Fulton is going to hack at this one. It's a new round, damn it. And may as well use power attack, these things. Fulton managed to land. Well, no, he only landed that one blow the last time. Maybe he should hold off from power attacking. One. Dos. Tres. And this thing's darting mouths are just too fast to reliably get a hit on. Seriously considering stronger alternatives. Shinalar, you are no longer nauseous.
I have to be very careful. I only have so many options left.
Actually, if I position the camera just so we can see the whole group.
Alright, might as well. It's a good workhorse, and leave me with one summon left. Let's go for a Zada
Which flavor?
Gale.
And where do you want it?
When in doubt, flanking partner.
Mm-hmm. Any specific requests for its action?
Let's just hit these things for now.
Okay.
And stepping out of range, hopefully.
Yes. Just quickly looking up the Gala Azara. Is there anything special about those light rays that it throws? Bypasses all DR. Okay.
And of course, it's got augment and etc.
Yes. That's +2 to Dex. No, Strength and Con.
+4 to strength and con.
All right, +2 to the modifiers. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. All right. It will. What's its offensive spells? Only one a day of Chain Lightning. Hold that. These things don't look that dangerous a threat. Yeah, it's just gonna go with the greatsword for the moment. Alright, that yields us... $33. There we go. Bombard.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Malkovich.
Jason! Alright, that's my turn.
Okay.
I shoot it, I use the grit thing, there you go. Targeted blast. Bang, bang. Same target, same job.
Yep.
Same deal.
And you manage to put a cluster of bullets right into its roots and just completely sever the snapping teeth from its roots.
Drawers and cuffs and turns to see how Fulton's doing.
And I removed the one from the list that actually was in the initiative list, so it'll act between you and Lindall, and then I shall have to end session. So
It's alright.
let's have this thing go. Riots. Well, it needs to roll a 20, so does it score any lucky hits on Fulton? No. And we shall pick up with Lindall's turn next time.
Alright. You go have fun
I'm
now.
just gonna summon something.
Do you happen to know what you were going to summon?
Batman. He can solve everything.
Yes, I will summon Batman. No, I think I'm gonna use my summon monster 9 and get an ice devil.
Hmm. All right.
It's a nice physical attacker that can mess up the plants for them, since I can hear
Gotcha.
what's going on out there.
Alrighty. Let's see here. That's good. That's good. All right. So, I will see you all next week for the usual superheroes trying to be heroic,
And failing badly.
mostly by falling on their own feet.
We never accomplish anything. We're the
We
worst
do
superhero group
just
ever.
fine for as little information as we have, with as much difficulty as we have with, sheer outnumberedness and lack of support structures and all that.
Criminal enterprises
let's be
everywhere.
fair here. We would have had, at least Lord Quake and quite a few others just out, and probably have a lot more information if Mr. I'm the most powerful psychic user in the entire universe, mwahaha, didn't just basically tell Heartbreaker to go suck a dick. Because several times Heartbreaker basically went, well, your mind is mine to Lord Quake, and then other guys like, no, it's not.
Yeah, also, we really need to start pressuring full disclosure out of Mr. Mars.
When we get him back, maybe.
Yes. All right.
That's another thing. He just your mind's mine now, Mr. Mars. Come to me. We're fighting evil Professor X, okay?
I will see you all later.
Dude.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye, Zeus.